Yum yum. Hello, Famicom Dojo. Well, Sean Orange has been telling me that you finished all your Dojo vegetables, so I guess you're entitled to a few Dojo snacks. And just what are Dojo snacks? Well, they're little bite-sized videos that are originally uploaded to Facebook whenever I feel the need to take out my video camera and record something. Usually these stay just on Facebook, but last time we had such a good response to the compilation that I put together that we're going to do another one. So for the first course, we are going to see what happens when I try somewhat successfully to use a new cleaning method for the Famicom keyboard. So take it away, me. Hello, welcome to Famicom Dojo. I'm Vinnk, and I'm just going to give you a little tip for retro gamers out there. You all know this situation. You are buying something used, and you find it for a really, really good price. It works fine, but it's just kind of disgusting. Like this family keyboard I have right here for the Famicom. It works perfectly, but I want to use it in a video, so I'm kind of embarrassed by how this one looks right now. Actually, maybe because of the coloring, it's hard to tell exactly how gross this thing is. Hold on, let me compare it to my Famicom so you can see the color difference. Yeah, there we go. Now these are supposed to be the same color, so this has suffered a lot of wear over the years. So what can we do about it? Hold on, I should introduce it like Sean introduces things. Here's what you'll need. You're going to need an eraser. This is a plastic eraser. It's not a rubber eraser. This is a generic one, but common brand in Japan is Mono, I suppose, depending on how you'd pronounce it, Mono. And they're just little plastic erasers. And if you need to just do light work, you can, just take the eraser and can you see that? Let me zoom in a little bit. Now, if you're serious about doing this stuff, of course, you can bleach consoles and do stuff like that. But if you just want a little bit of light cleanup, you can do that right there. Now, of course, this is going to take a little while, and I know a lot of people are going to be watching this and then thinking, well, I've seen other videos on YouTube about how to bleach consoles, take the case off, but I'm not so good at doing things like that. Let me just do something here. Well, I guess I kind of ran out of space there, but as you can see, it is a noticeable difference. Although it does take a lot of time and, elbow grease and probably a few of these erasers. So if you want to do anything more substantial, maybe you do want to take them apart and do some kind of a wash. But if you're looking to just clean up a little bit, maybe for a video you're about to film, this will do the trick. Anyway, this is Vinnk saying, keep those erasers safely rubbing. As a general rule, Japanese gamers take really good care of their games and cases, so it's rare that you actually need to put a new case on one of your games. But if you do, you might find a surprise, like I did. Sometimes when you get a bunch of games, when you're buying a bunch of games, you'll get ones that have little cracks in the case, or this one's actually really... yeah, it's just coming off. So sometimes you have to recase games. This is pretty normal. Just grab another empty case. You can buy them or take them from a less interesting game. Then, you're just basically going to replace it. What's interesting in this situation is I came across this game to recase, and I pulled it up, and I noticed it looked like there was something
underneath, another layer. So when I took it off, I saw that inside the case was directions for how to put together a CD case. Now, this is interesting because maybe I didn't say this earlier, but this CD comes from PC Engine Monthly Magazine. And as you can see, someone has cut, not perfectly, has cut this out of the magazine. Cut that. And probably the disc was just, laying flat without any case in. And they're telling you to cut it out of the magazine and put it together in a new case. So I'm going to do just that, as they recommend. It's not a perfect fold, as you can see here, because, it was probably done by someone like me who maybe didn't do everything perfectly. Okay. I think that's really interesting because, CD cases aren't too expensive, but I guess for this one, they saved a little money by having people, do it themselves. So, if you're wondering what this is a demo disc with different PC Engine titles, and maybe I'll do a little video of that later. But hold on, right now. There we go. Hyper Catalog PC Engine is good as new.
I've been living in Japan for 11 years now, so I don't get surprised by a lot of the retro things so much anymore. And it really does take a lot to make me take notice of something. And in the following video, I was surprised by something that I found on a Super Famicom cartridge. Greetings, Dojo fans. This is Vinnk reporting from my, den of shame. I guess this is where the sausage is made. Sorry, it's really messy right now, but it's messy, messy all over. I'm in the process of reorganizing things, but I'm also testing a bunch of Wonder Swan and Super Famicom games that I picked up recently. So I got a lot to get through. But I found something interesting, and I thought I'd share it. I don't know how many of you are familiar with this RPG, Down the World. I'd heard of it, but I'd never played it before. It's by ASCII, and if you look right here, you can see that little TF. That's the Turbo File logo. We talked about it in a video before, previously, when we were talking about the Turbo File, and you can see it on these Famicom carts right there. This would be one of the River City Ransom Kunio-kun type games. You can see it wasn't on all the carts, but it was on a lot of the ones that ASCII produced. But so I don't have the Super Famicom Turbo File yet, but now of course I got to get one because I want all the videos to be as complete as possible. But that's not what actually this video is about. I put this game in just to test it, and I was a little bit surprised by not what I saw, but what I heard. Here, let me show you. Just a sec. I wasn't surprised by me in the video. Yeah. Yeah, that is a fully sung opening song. But I mean, it's still using the Super Famicom sounds. They probably just put the clips for the chorus, but still, I mean, I knew that Tales of Fantasia, the game cartridge, was famous for having a sung opening, but I thought it was famous because it was the only cartridge that had a sung opening. But this one surprised me a little bit. And so I'm asking, does anyone know of any other games from this era, maybe Genesis or Super Famicom, that had sung openings?
The only other example I can kind of think of from that maybe slightly different generation is this game, the Matcha Melee game. All the songs in this game are fully voiced, and even though it's on a cartridge, I guess it's very, very late. This is one of the last Neo Geo games made, so by this point they had ways of compressing the audio pretty well. But I should play that one later. But it's kind of a good song too. I like it. I wonder if the game's any good. That ended abruptly. Down the world. Falling down into the world's end. All right. Well, I'll have to check that one out. Anyway, this is Vinnk, testing games in a messy room.
Well, thanks for joining me for these Dojo snacks today. I hope you've had your fill, and we'll try to do another one of these again soon. If you want to see them before they hit YouTube, make sure to subscribe to our Facebook channel. Thank you very much. Oh, you're still here? Are you still hungry? Do you want another snack? Okay, I got one more for you. This one has never appeared on anything before. It'll make its premiere here. It was originally supposed to be a teaser for Summer Dojo, which we didn't actually get out during the summer, so this is going to have to be reshot at some point. But it's a little teaser for the Famicom Basic system, and it's a lot of build-up to not much payoff, but go at it.
Famicom Dojo.
Do you want to play with this keyboard?
No, it's gross.